If you guys have any sort of shoulder pops and cracks or weird things going on, torn labrums, if you got any kind of physical therapy happening, or if you used to have some sort of shoulder thing, got some neck stuff going on, these exercises are probably gonna help you. So let's learn some stuff. Hi guys, exercise number 1. If you can, raise your arms up into the air, keep the elbows bent, nice and gentle, bring your hands together. And then remember, if any of this is too intense, reduce the range of motion. So you can always bring it down if you need to. That should make it more comfortable. And then all I want you to do is very gently pray, pretty intensely, just kidding, but just push your hands together. And what we're trying to do is feel these pec muscles, very light intensity. He's not pushing hard. He's not trying to create any sort of stress. Remember, the goal with priming is to lower the intensity that your muscles work at. So we're just trying to feel the pec equally side to side here. We're going to hold it for about 30 seconds or to a 6 or 7 out of 10 intensity, whichever one comes first. We'll do it 3 times. And just make sure you're always doing both sides. And slowly relax. Exercise number 2 for working on your shoulder pain is actually going to be related to your trunk and core, your spinal muscles that stabilize your rib cage, because your shoulder girdle, right? This shoulder blade sits on your rib cage. So if your rib cage is very stable, your shoulder girdle has a lot to work with. If it's unstable, it doesn't have a lot to work with. So I find more often than not with people that their rib cage and that their trunk is very unstable. So we're going to give you an exercise to work on that. Cool. So this exercise is going to be, go ahead and take your legs, bring them both to your right a little bit. Awesome, awesome. Just barely, just barely. And then take your upper body and bend it to the right a little bit. Perfect. Just a little bit, just a little bit. And then all I want you to do is try to relax your shoulder, relax your legs, and then just flex this oblique muscle. So bring your ribs to your hip and try to squeeze the muscles in between your ribs and your hip here. A little bit of your abdominals, a little bit of your back. If you don't feel the back, it's pretty common. Arch your back a little bit. Perfect. You feel that? Awesome. We're just holding that. The longer you hold it, lower the intensity of this contraction. About for 30 seconds, 3 times. Don't go past a 7 out of 10 intensity. And then make sure you do that on the same thing for the other side. And relax. So exercises number 3 and 4 here are going to be facing up, but I just wanted to show you guys the muscles we're going to be working. So the number 3 one is going to be your triceps. So you're going to be working this muscle on the back of your arm here, going just past your elbow. So it should feel it into here. So these are your triceps. And then the second muscle, the 4th exercise you're going to be working is your lat. So it's going to be here, kind of coming up the back a little bit, but a lot in this patch right here, in this crevice between your shoulder blade and your arm, and then coming down just a little bit, okay? All I want you to do is just kind of make a light fist over here, and then all you're gonna be doing is pushing down into the table through that fist, yep, and then lock that elbow out. You feel that tricep engaging? So you're just pushing down and just holding that nice, solid, stable contraction. So remember, we're not going for intensity, we're going for sensitivity. Try to feel that tricep muscle engage, and keep trying to relax the rest of your body and just focus on giving that tender love and care to your tricep. Holding it for about 30 seconds or to a 7 out of 10 intensity, whichever one comes first. And then just make sure you do the same thing on the other side of your body always. And slowly relax. Curveball, this is almost the exact same looking movement, but it's actually an entirely different muscle. So go ahead and make a fist and then just gently push down. But instead of trying to lock out the elbow, I want you to try to push down kind of through the shoulder. So think of it as a giant fulcrum right here spinning. And you're trying to push the whole arm down into the table and trying to activate that lat, which is that muscle I showed you guys up underneath here. Kind of like almost like a tickle muscle. Do you feel that working? Yeah. So this muscle you're trying to get is like here. So when he's pushing like that and trying to get his lat muscle working and hopefully feeling a little bit through his back over here. And then he's still going to be engaging the tricep. Holding that for about 30 seconds or to a 7 out of 10 intensity, whichever one comes first. Make sure you do it on both sides as always. Last exercise, if you're working with any sort of shoulder pain and how to alleviate that, go ahead and bring your arms to neutral. Perfect. And all I want you to do is do this right now. Yep. And then close your eyes, breathe. And with me, just kidding. Go ahead and bring this up. Awesome. And then all I want you to do is pretend I put a dumbbell in your hand. And bring the other arm up and pretend I put a dumbbell in your hand. And I want you to flex your biceps. So you're squeezing that bicep as if you were holding a dumbbell, keeping the hands nice and relaxed. All we're trying to do here is engage his bicep. Yep. And remember, just gentle contraction, but just try to keep it nice, stable, consistent. The longer you hold it, the lighter those dumbbells get, but still feeling those muscles, because feeling the muscles is the king or the queen of this whole situation. Going for about 30 seconds or to a 7 out of 10 intensity, whichever one comes first. And as always, make sure you do it on both sides 3 times. Yo guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Skip Kelly. You've been doing some priming work. Now there's a big overarching concept here with priming, and that is priming is a never-ending story. Yes, your injury may go away. Yes, you are completely recovered, but tender love and care for your body is a full-time gig. And it's something that we need to do a little bit every day. You don't have to lay down and do like fancy priming, and you don't necessarily have to go to a gym and lift heavy weights, but you should pay attention to your body and tune into your muscles and say like what's up to them occasionally. And I like to do a little bit every day. So whether that's the finger exercises or something, if you've looked at one of these videos, go ahead and take a look at some of the other videos in the playlist. And I'm gonna be putting out regular content for you guys to see and just keep getting more education about how to take care of your body physically. And I wanted to introduce you to 2 really important people that helped this all come together, Chris and Justin. So if you notice, Justin's the one I've been tickling all the time, and Chris is the guy who's been behind the camera making sure I'm not screwing up and calling me out when I do really, really bad things. So thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.